And we're going to get right back into it with the team having just received their job, and I guess we're going to walk out in a very awkward style. So, on you guys.
No, I'm just going to head out. There's nothing awkward to it. At least not on my end.
Okay.
No, there's no awkwardness. I mean,
I'm going to get myself another drink at the bar. I'm going to head over to go outside of the bar so that we can talk about this.
All right.
Yeah.
Unless you guys would rather just sit down and grab a booth here and talk about it, but I'd rather get outside and.
No, we got things to do. And places to go. So as I get outside, I will open up my little pocketbook, and a couple of fly spies will fly down into it, and I will walk on over to a periwinkle blue Roomlot Fiat Fun one. It's like half a car. It is described as a tiny two-seater that's a little box on wheels.
So like the smart cars that exist now?
Yes.
This one's easier to flip.
Is that something you say?
No.
Okay.
I'd have a little respect for you with our last encounter to this encounter and how you held yourself. So, no.
I shot the shit out of you.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, so,
Tinker, is it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You know anything about these guys, the Rusty Blades?
That's a good question. Do I have anything? Haven't really run into them. Not too up on gangs. AKA, I have no gangs knowledge.
All right. I know a couple of them. I know one of them. I know where they generally hang out. This is going to put me in a little bit of a bind, but... And I know
burn that bridge.
And I know the drug that they're talking about, too.
Oh?
Yeah.
Wait.
Hey, there he is. He's back on board the thought train. I didn't think he'd ever catch that one.
No, not this shit again.
Like, yeah, good times.
What do you mean?
Should we just get Winky Blink to make us some more? I mean, do we even really have to steal it?
No, we don't have to steal it, and we don't have to really get more made.
What are you guys talking about?
It's an old job.
It's the results of an old job. How's that?
So you're just kind of like, okay.
Yeah. Well, you know how it is. I mean, it's, we're working this job with you now. We worked a job before. I mean, we're not, you wouldn't talk about old jobs, right? You're not going to tell us what you did on your old jobs.
I mean, I have a feeling you know what I did on at least one of them.
Well, for sure. But,
All right. Bottom line, we got this. We were asked to facilitate distribution of something. We didn't exactly agree with what it was being distributed to, so I got rid of it. Well, I got rid of it to this other gang because I don't care about sharing what we've done in the past. It has no pertinence to what we're doing now.
All right.
Some friends of mine, one of the Rusty Blades, was the recipient, and he got rid of some of the stuff.
Great. So just call him up and tell him you need it back.
I don't know if it'll work that well, but yeah, I plan on going to go talk to him. Here's the other kick. In order to get more money, more yen, we're going to have to talk to him about not showing up to this little shindig.
I feel like that's not a conversation so much as it is going to be I don't know how to put this. It's not something that you're going to be able to solve with words.
I mean,
if the basic, well, I was going to say, if the outcome of this is 2% of his bottom line for the next year for not showing up and not competing, then I don't think it's going to be something he'd be willing to do.
It's not up to him. The guy I talked to is a bottom rung individual.
Oh, no, for sure.
So it's something we'd have to talk to with his boss. Or just make sure that they somehow miss the bus.
Well,
So
does that mean you can hit them with a bus?
I might not be able to, but short and feisty over here might be able to.
I get hit it with
drive a
something that
bus.
will feel like a bus.
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about the other short and feisty.
I get confused. The breeder introduced me as the angry one, so I figured maybe that's what I was being known as now.
I mean, you're pretty angry. I don't know.
I don't know about angry. I don't know.
All right, so shall we at least waylay to the other diner? This is the other diner. See if we can't catch them. Where I can talk to this cat.
Yeah.
So we can get moving on this. Tilt, are you traveling with me again, or are you riding with Short and Feisty?
You mean Tara?
Tara, yeah. Sorry, I did say Tilt.
Oh. It's because we.
You're taking the role of the face. What can I say? I'm used to Tilt talking, not you.
Shit. I guess I'm discount face. All right. Yeah, I'll keep with you, Grog. Right. It's safer with you.
Not sure how I should take that.
Nor am I. I've seen the way I drive.
She's gonna kind of.
If you have another raccoon.
I mean, not in this car.
Yeah, y'all can talk shop.
Oh man, don't. Someone's trying to whistle like, don't leave me alone with a girl.
You're quiet, by the way.
Who is me?
Tara.
Oh.
Shit. I do not know how to fix that right now, but how is this?
It's a little better.
All right. Well, I'll give the name of that diner that I met Shanks at earlier to pretty much everybody, so they know where we're going. Sure. Jurgen, you might end up riding with the female derf.
Is that cool if I roll with you, Tinker?
Sure.
Yeah.
As you get into the periwinkle blue tiny ass car.
Hey man, it's dwarf sized.
This is true.
Right, it's dwarf sized.
It's roomy.
I know exactly. Gets in
my head a little bit.
Roomy. Is this the luxury model?
No, this is the model I take to jobs when I don't know who's going to be there, so I don't have to give everybody a ride.
Oh, that's smart thinking. Good looking out.
I get on my bike and I go.
I drive faster than you.
Go right ahead.
In that little car.
You have a reason to drive faster than me. You have a homeless dwarf sitting next to you in a car that you bring not to ferry people around, yet you're ferrying somebody around.
Excuse me, I'm not homeless anymore.
Oh, my bad. You got a place.
I have a place now. I'm up and
Score.
coming in the world.
You got to have a housewarming party.
Yeah.
I imagine it as one of those like perspective things where like everything in the house is just dwarf sized.
Oh, jeez.
Can we say time passes?
Yeah, I'm all with time passes.
Time passes. You're at the diner where Shanks is
Where I
a
ran into
frequent.
Shanks previously.
Yeah.
So as they pull up, Jurgen's going to actually pull out his deep weed, roll a smoke, and light up. Pass it
Smoke
over
it
to
in the
Teacher.
car.
Be like, you want some?
No smoking in the car.
Ah, such a buzzkill.
You can smoke outside of the car. I don't care about that.
Fair enough.
And that's all coming like out of the car speakers for the radio because she totally rigged in.
Nice.
Uncomfortable silences in the car.
Things of note. Don't try to race a rigger.
Yeah. So you go.
Yeah, I'm going to take a look around and see if Shanks is around. Or any of his other gurus are.
Everybody roll me some edge.
Some edge. Gotcha. Go away with that.
All right. Let's see what we got here.
Yay, 1 success.
Same. Ooh, look at us.
1, 1, 1.
Yeah. We all succeed.
Oh, everybody got one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Consistency.
That's rare with us. Way rare of us.
Shank's gonna be there. He's gonna have a bit of a posse with him. He's gonna be off in the corner, doing, I think I'm badass sort of storytelling. He probably looks slightly more important than the last time you saw him. Bringing in Murder Drug has probably done well for his career. Not terribly well. He's still a low-level peon, but he's a rank above absolutely uselessly low-level peon to the bottom rung of middle management lower peon.
All right. About how many people does he have with him?
3.
Okay, considerably
3.
less than last time.
Yeah, they're just kind of young, doing, talking. One of them's playing with a knife.
Are we anticipating this getting uppity?
I hope not.
I mean,
I don't think he has enough people for this to get uppity. Not with him. He relatively doesn't have a spine.
alright. She will release some fly spies into the air as she gets out of the car.
Jurgen will immediately relight as soon as he gets out of the car.
I'll go ahead in.
Yeah, go for it. You go in. It is the diner. He's in the corner. He's not paying attention.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to head right back to him. Right back to him.
He is not going to notice your presence until he is just covered in your shadow.
How is he at a booth or is it a stool?
In the back booth. He's kind of doing that thing where he's sitting on like top of the booth with his feet on the seat.
What a douchebag.
Yeah, I mean that's what he is, isn't it? And the other guys are just sitting in the booth, just kind of, laying back, talking shit, fiddling with their blades that they are known for.
I will stop Jurgen before he goes in and get a puff.
Now y'all just about married and you're sharing cigarettes.
Oh.
If you say that, she will give you an additional rude gesture.
Sorry, hon, you're a little tiny for me. And I'm taking anyway. I'll...
Easy there, big fella. You're not big everywhere.
Ooh.
It's just a raised eyebrow. Sounds like you know from personal
Grog, you're
experience.
married?
Tara told me.
Wait, what?
Hence the reason he always passes out, huh? Okay.
Exactly.
I'm going to forcibly scoot my way in directly opposite of where he is sitting.
The two kids in that booth are not happy.
I don't care. If I have to sit on them, I will.
Oh, you
Extra
can.
Not happy in that situation.
Not breathing in that situation, probably.
Yeah, no, I'll just forcibly move them.
Tara will just like cork up the other end of the booth.
He's
Well,
gonna
because
look.
he's sitting on the back of a seat of one end, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to necessarily... I can't necessarily fit on that without breaking it, more than likely.
Yeah.
So Shanks is human. What's the meta type of the rest of the gang?
Human troll, not troll, orc, human orc.
Okay. I'll just kind of walk up with Grog, kind of look over. I'll take a puff. Excuse us, kids. The adults need to talk for a second.
They're oh man, they're gonna look at you like, the hell do you say to me? Nah, as kids that. Ooh, my neighbors just got feisty.
They just look at me. Do they say that, or they just give me that look?
They give it. No, I mean, they didn't say that. That's just my neighbors just got feisty and have started screaming through the wall in a very scary way.
There's probably both sides to that argument. You can probably safely ignore it.
Oh no, there are. It just scared me as I just heard people immediately start yelling. Sorry about that. So they're gonna look at you. They're gonna be like, what do you mean the adults have got to talk? This is our area there, buddy.
Very true. Very true. Very astute of you to notice that you were in your area. But we have some business to discuss with Mr. Shanks here. And you guys need to, and I'll give him a little shooing gesture, move along. Unless you want your insides on your outsides.
The one that isn't trapped by Grog's large body is just gonna kind of move outwards of the booth, but not in a compliant gesture, but more in a he might try to use the blade.
All right.
Got anything?
Tara's just gonna hold the hand out, like right under the drone, let the little pop out, blow away panel pop out to reveal the gun. Like, please, don't get cute. I will put you down.
There is gonna go look up at Shanks, and Shanks is just gonna shake his head, and then he's gonna just kind of annoyedly just walk away. The other two are going to just kind of look at Grog, then look at Shanks, and then Shanks is just gonna give him like that flick of the eyeballs, like, you figure it out, leave, and they're gonna kind of like do an awkward scramble over the back of the booth that they're in, and take up residence about 4 booths back, probably talking shit about you. Good news is, Grog now has some room.
Oh, I doubt it. Not enough. Shanks.
My friends, my friend.
Shanks.
What do you need there, buddy? Huh? What can I do for you? You did me good last time.
I did you good last time.
Yeah.
And
My
it's-
boss, he really liked that powder you gave me.
Yeah, that's the problem. You got a little too friendly with it. Other
what do you
people
mean?
now know about it.
I mean, that's kind of the
And
point,
it's
though, ain't it?
causing you grief.
What do you mean it's causing me grief? It's done us good. Ain't nobody tried to get it on our turf in weeks.
What was the name of that Fight Club thing? Did he actually give us a name of it?
I don't think he did.
The brawl on the barge.
Yeah, Brawl on the Barge.
So, Shanks, what can you tell me about Bob?
Bob.
Yeah, Bob.
Bob? He's my uncle?
Happening in about 3 days in the middle of water.
Oh, the fight.
Yeah.
Fight. We're gonna win this year, man. We're
No,
gonna
you're
win.
not.
What do you mean? Of course we're gonna win. We got the murder drug, and we got this new guy who's really, really good. He's got these hand spurs, and he's almost as big as you. Oh, we're gonna win.
About that.
What do you mean about that?
You want to be the one to break into him, Grog?
I don't like this.
Yeah, you shouldn't like this. Remember how I said you are bringing too much attention to yourself with it?
Yeah?
Yeah. Let's say people are not altogether happy.
Well, I mean, we're
Why are-
happy.
What, you're happy. You're
Yeah,
happy. There's been nothing done with your gang in the past 3 years. And you think all of a sudden that you get a little bit of a hyper kick to it, that you might be doing something, but you guys are doing the exact same something that you've been doing for the past 3 years. Nothing.
Nah, it's gonna change when we win the fight, man. It's gonna change. We're
No,
gonna get.
it's not.
We're gonna make so much more money. They're all gonna respect us. We deserve the respect that we're gonna get, man.
They're just gonna like look away and sigh. Oh God, I feel terrible.
Shanks, when you going to learn, you got to change what you're doing. You can't keep doing the same bullshit. Battle on the Barge is the same bullshit. It's happening with what? 4 or 5 other gangs? All of which are next to nothing.
I mean, I wouldn't say they're next to nothing. The Thunder Moths, they're making some pretty good money right now. Yeah, no, they're making money off of everyone, man. And when we get that money, we're gonna make it big, man. We're gonna start getting into smuggling, right? Right? Just a few months of that kind of extra money coming in. We're gonna be sitting around. We're gonna have jets, man. Gonna have
Jets
jets,
are
and we're gonna be
overrated.
flying drugs over the
Jets?
border, man.
Yeah.
Did
Jets
we ask the
are
wrong
overrated.
person to leave?
Hilariously.
I feel like
What?
we asked the wrong kids to leave the room.
No, this is the one we want. He's just
All right.
hilariously optimistic for a ganger. Wow, big
Okay.
dreams.
Yeah, man.
Tink, what do you think?
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you talking to me?
Yeah.
Sorry, because that's not, what I go by.
Sorry, I just took your name and shortened it. My bad.
Yeah, no, you're not the first person. Yeah, everybody thinks it's a good laugh. Apparently, some old flat vid from before the awakening. Just anyway.
I mean,
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like about that fluttering little light thing. I heard about that.
She goes to just kind of jab you with the joint, just to kind of like burn
Tiny,
you with it.
tiny but fierce. What can I say?
He'll like move his hand real quick and then take him back. Thank you.
I think this guy doesn't know his hoop from a hole in the ground. And if you're gonna tell me that the rest of these guys got somebody that can fly a jet, I'm not seeing it.
I don't see it neither.
On a related note, while I've got a little bit of the camera, I flew a fly spy over there to kind of check out what those folks are gabbing about.
The other gangers.
Yeah.
Oh, they're just talking shit.
All right.
They're talking about like, damn dwarf, thinking he's hot shit. He ain't hot shit. He ain't one of the rusty blades. That sort of thing.
the matter jerking?
Yeah, he told the kids to shoo. They don't like being called kids.
It's true. He did.
Well, are they in fact kids?
I totally told the
In
kids
comparison to him, they are. Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna put them as late teens, early 20s.
All right, yeah, they're kids.
I mean, that's my age group, and I would still call them kids.
Can I tell them to get off my lawn?
If you only
Yes.
a lawn, yeah, sure.
Excellent. Totally something I'll do. Yeah, I will let them know that they're talking shit on us over there, and I've done a fair bit of smuggling, and I'm pretty sure that these guys ain't got any idea.
I guarantee you they don't.
I mean, if they want somebody to fly a jet, I could do that for them. But
We need a couple things need to happen here, Shanks. You guys need to expand your minds. Yeah, minds.
there's a giggle in the background.
Break out of old traditions. Doing something new.
I mean, we're gonna be doing something new.
No, you're not. You're going to the same thing, doing the same shit. You're going to this battle on the barge fight thing. Which, incidentally, whatever. That's not getting you any reputation on the streets. That's just an in-house thing. So I'm going to highly suggest you stay out of it. I'm going to highly suggest it to the point to where I need to talk to somebody about it more than you. And then I'm going to raise my voice. And if your two little shits over there want to keep running their mouths, they're going to find out what happens when a troll-sized fist fits into it to shut it up.
He's gonna roll intimidation and see how intimidated you can make him. Give it a plus. Give it a +2. You are very large, and your troll fist is very troll fisty.
I got about 10 minutes on backup.
On backup?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't even know what that means. I'm just gonna keep smoking my deep weed.
Oh, it still works. It's just, really scraped up and needs to be repainted and
I got you. I'm with you. Trust me, I understand. So I got 3 successes out of that. Not all that great.
He is intimidated. He's gonna shout over to the kids and tell them, "Shut up." And he's gonna look at you and say, all right. No need to beat the ever-living crap out of somebody right now. You did me a favor before. I can do you a favor now. I can get you in touch with someone a little higher up. But I'm gonna tell you, man. We ain't giving her up that drug. Jets, man. Jets and smuggling. That's where it's at. And he's
So
I'll send you.
estimating.
I'll send you on your comm link the name of one Razor, who he's gonna tell you is a couple ranks higher than him. Not quite boss man material, but let's say
I get you.
third in command.
I get you. All right. I'll get up. Shanks, if you want to stay alive, and this isn't coming from me, if you want to stay alive, you need to get your head on right and stop talking about and doing shit that's too far above you. Meaning using shit that you should not be using unless absolutely necessary to keep your asses straight. I gave you that knife for a reason. Don't make me take it back through you. I'm going to walk over to his 2 little buddies. I'm going to pull my gun out and kind of put the empty hand on the table and the hand with the gun on it on the table. I'm going to look at each of them. You just better be happy that I was in a good mood. My friends kept me from shooting both of you. Don't let me find you here again. Then I'm going to walk out. We got contact information. We got numbers. I don't think we need anything else from this kid.
Yeah. Walk out as we pass the table. Be like, knock on their table. Later, kids. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk out and apologize as usual.
God, somebody smack him.
Actually, yeah. I'm actually going to turn around and I'm going to punch Tara in the thigh.
He didn't even try to
Feel
go
free
for
to
the
roll
face.
unarmed combat.
Oh no, not a dwarf punch. Those hurt.
Okay. So, you got a number. You have scared probably, literally, the piss out of a couple kids.
I'm going to look over to Tinker.
you guys
And,
have some interesting operating protocol.
Yeah. I want to tell you, I want to say thank you for the backup.
Yeah, sure. It's 7 minutes out.
So we have the, we're gonna
Oh,
try to contact this thing. Try to contact this guy, Razor.
Yeah. Okay. He's gonna pick up after the third ring. And he's gonna be like,
I'm using one of my burner comm links.
All right.
I'm not going to use my actual one.
Hey, who's this?
This is somebody who has an interest in seeing your little band maybe get a little bit more than what they should. Maybe expand your influence.
We're planning on doing that right now.
You're going
Couple
about
of
it
days.
wrong.
You mean we're going about it wrong? You don't know what we're doing.
I'd like to talk with you face to face to explain my position, as it were.
All right. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes. And if I don't like what you gotta say in 2 minutes, you'll find out why we're called the Rusty Blades. You got me?
Oh, yeah, I'll get you. Where?
I'll meet you at, there's an old industrial warehouse out by the lake. You're gonna meet me there in 20 minutes.
He's gonna send you an address.
Okay.
Come alone.
No. And I'll hang up. I'll pass the address on to everybody. Tinker, you have... What do these little drones do?
Fly spies.
I will shoot you a feed of it looking at you and outside and just kind of
Awesome.
floating around.
Scopes. So, I don't know about you guys. I don't know how you want to do this. The address we just received is by the lake from where they're going to be traversing, if you will. We can go and wreck the boat, the mode of transportation they're using to get out to the Bob. We can literally wreck this warehouse and bring it down around them. We can roll with the intimidation and try to get them out of it, try to talk them out of it. What do you guys want to do? I don't want to take over the show.
When was this meeting?
3 days. The meeting that we're going to, he said tonight, so I mean, he didn't really give a specific time, and he tried telling me to come alone. So, and that didn't go well for him.
Yeah, you're very intimidating.
Oh, Grog, just don't hurt him too bad.
I have no problems even killing him.
Oh.
Not my problem, not my issue.
I mean, is that what we want to do? I mean, he's a lieutenant guy, right? Somebody sort of important.
Yeah, semi sort of important.
Right.
But if he's standing between me and, you know, the 5'6" large, you know, because he wants to be stubborn, he's not above getting hurt. Not necessarily killed, but hurt.
You think he's gonna bring a bunch of dudes?
I wouldn't see why not. It's a gang.
He's gonna bring some dudes.
Yeah, I really believe he'll bring problems.
I mean, he'll figure out pretty quick who gave you his number.
No, he won't. I used a burner.
But I can't
Who
imagine that.
gave it.
Yeah, I was gonna say a troll showing up, asking Shanks. Shanks doesn't seem like he's got the backbone to not talk about this.
True. We're just going to have to hope that, we get to this meeting beforehand before he can figure out who sent him over, who sent us over type deal.
Yeah. But yeah, he's definitely going to show up with other guys.
All right, let me make another call.
Okay.
Your eyes will glaze over an AR for a second. All right, we got a little bit more backup on the way.
All right. So then I guess we just want to head over there and just see where the balls fall.
Do we want to roll deep, or we want to just, try and do it incognito? You guys have some ways with words, we'll call it.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing coming from yous. I'm open to however you guys want to run this.
I'd say let's just go like we normally do, just kind of show up as is and play. I mean, honestly, we play so much by ear that I wouldn't even know how to play it any other way.
You are absolutely correct. Speaking of, oh crap. About 5 minutes, I gotta put another panel on this thing.
Alright.
It's gonna start messing with this drone again. Also, let me, it's a good time to diagnostics. I gotta have the spread on me. You know what? I'm just gonna live with that.
And around this time, you will, as we've been talking for a couple of minutes, the van will pull up. I'm sorry, not the van, the truck.
Oh, is this the truck with the good old minigun?
Mm-hmm.
You will notice
I kind of look at the truck and cock my head to the side.
Don't even think about it.
Oh.
It's not shooting me.
Man.
I'm just admiring the repair work you got done on it.
The passenger side definitely has some dents and has some not quite perfectly matching paint on it. It's
Jurgen's gonna go up and he'll knock on the passenger side door, be like, "Got a dent there."
Jurgen, you. All right.
Grab a small bag out of the fun one, and that'll drive off on its own. I got some other stuff that might meet up with us at the spot. Presuming we can get there quickly.
How far do these eye spies go for you?
No, over about 100 meters, it starts getting a little fuzzy.
Okay. When we get over there, see if you can scan the waterfront, look for a boat or something that might be close tied to where they are, sporting their colors and whatnot.
Sure. You planning on going for a swim?
No, but I plan on making sure that they don't either. If they kind of lose their transportation over to the barge, they can't exactly show up, can they?
I mean, I guess.
I mean, nobody says, they can't find another mode of transportation, but why make it easy on them? And they're going to have 3 days. We got 3 days.
Why don't we just pitch it to them like this? Tell them to give up the drug. We get our payday. Tell them not to show up, but then you'll show up in their place.
I mean, they did also say something about some new, I don't know, ringer or something.
Well, I guess all we have to do is break his legs. It's not the hardest.
No, I'm saying like if they're just tell the guy,
me as a substitute.
Well, tell the Rusty Blades not to show up at all, and then tell the Rusty Blade dude, hey, we'll show up for you, but incognito. So you guys don't show up. give us back the drugs. We get paid both ways, and then we show up for them, and we'll just introduce ourselves to the Thunder Moths and the Purple Diamonds or whatever the crap their names are, and everybody else says we're a new up-and-coming interest group.
That's a possibility.
Right? So then we fulfill the parts of the contract, and you get to go beat up some gangers. And when we win, then we don't burn a bridge with the Rusty Blades. We still kick back a percentage of because now we'll get what? 2% off the top of 5 different gangs. We'll kick them back 50% of our 10%.
That's a lot of math you got there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't do math so well unless it involves bullets and how many I have left.
Well, see, there you go. That's all you got to worry about. I'll do the math. We dwarves are natural mathematicians.
I don't think.
Just across the arms of like this fragger.
That's what I'm saying. It's a permanent revenue stream, right? That's what the whole point of taking this job was, to get money, correct? So
Yeah.
if the gang who wins the brawl on the barge gets 2% of every gang there of their action, if we take it, then we're making money for doing nothing. Then we just tell the Rusty Blades, hey, you guys would lose anyway. So this way, it's no different for you. But now, in addition to that, you'll get a piece of everyone else's action. So half of, let's say, half of what we make, 5%.
It sounds like money, but with a lot of strings attached. Would
Well,
we
that's-
have to be affiliated with a gang to participate to begin with?
No, because we made the Rusty Blades step aside, so we're taking the vacant spot.
If
And
it
we'll
works that way, we're not even invited into this thing. That's the problem. This is like an old school contractual deal between a couple groups.
It's to break it to you,
Between
but
the
we ain't a
five,
gang.
4 groups, 5 groups,
5.
5 groups. I mean, so it's like, I mean, we'd have to tell them literally to pretty much give up ganging, get rid of the, change.
Why do we have to tell them to give up ganging? Let them continue doing
No,
business
change
as
their
usual.
names, change that, all that stuff. I don't know how we'd end up pitching it to these guys to not show up type deal.
Tell them they have a couple of choices. They can either show up, lose like normal. They can not show up and give us their invite. And then when we do win, because we will win, then we'll kick them back half of whatever we would get from everybody else.
But the problem lies in the fact that we are not part of the original contractual agreement between all of them.
We don't have to be. The Rusty Blades are giving up their position at the brawl on the barge to us.
Then they're kind of, I don't know, this guy wants us to make sure that the Rusty Blades just period don't show up. They don't show up. Their representatives don't show up. That was my understanding.
But who says we're representing the Rusty Blades? We're representing a new organization.
That's true.
I mean, we could pitch it to them, but you sure you got it in you to win it?
Yeah, absolutely. These guys are all, nothing personal, Grog. I'm sure you could win it too, but I could go in there. These guys are all muscle and chrome and just blast a dude in the head. Turn him into a meat sock.
I've seen him do it.
Boom. Game over. I win. See you later.
Let's go talk to this guy and see what we gotta find. We're gonna see what we can do.
Beautiful.
Who's getting in the in the truck?
Jurgen will get in the truck.
Not me. I'm getting on my bike.
Tara?
Well, I guess I'm sticking with Grog. Help me on the bike, bro.
I'll pick him up and put him on there.
Isn't he so cute when he rides behind the big troll?
I mean, I'm just glad he's not trying to flip me over this time. You just gotta get
Fair
into
enough.
like the little cocoon and strap in and give you a little wink as the cocoon closes.
Nice.
Hmm.
Please do.
Yeah, I'll drive over there.
Time passes. You arrive. Are we good with time passes?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'll just have meet up with some stuff flying in.
Okay. Would you like to share? Or
Let me just double check the specifics. Um, yeah, I will fly in my roto drone, and that's probably it for now. Let me double check its stats. I lied. I don't have a roto drone. I have a Doberman. I will
Yeah, it
airlift
is
in my
right.
Doberman.
using the dust off?
All these drones I wish I had.
That priority A, man.
It's full of beautiful things.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll get
Okay.
there. There'll be a medical drone that'll open up, and a Doberman will come out as Tinker gets out of the car. Just give it a quick look over and gaze into AR for a second, and the other drone will lift off and fly away a little bit.
Nice.
You're just gonna shove it in the back of your truck.
Is there a place around I could stash it to kind of hide it?
How close do you want it?
Let me take a look at what kind of gun I got on it, because I think it needs to be kind of. All right, it's only got an Ingram, so within, let's say, 40 meters.
40 meters. Roll me some edge. Yeah, there is a dumpster
Yay!
right outside
Wow.
the
That's critical
entrance to
success
the.
there. That's awesome.
There is a dumpster that is overturned. That is just outside the entrance to the like little industrial area that this warehouse is in.
Alright, so I will
Just
totally
outside the gates.
walk on over with there as the Doberman drives over, and then I will start kind of just trying to hide it.
Yeah, I mean, hope nobody looks inside overturned dumpsters at night. But otherwise, you're fine.
You can leave a roto drone on it too, can't you?
No, I don't actually have a roto drone.
Fly spy.
Oh, fly spy. Sorry.
That's what I think he was going for.
Yeah, that is.
That is surveillance. That would be a bad idea.
Yeah,
But I'm not you.
I'll put him up in the air and climb back into the truck.
Okay. So, we're gonna go back to me being a great drawer. It's gonna look a bit like this. This is gonna be like a wall around the facility. That'll be a road. That'll be a road. Be kind of like a open gate sort of deal. It's gonna be sitting here in the back. There might be stuff if you want to check. The entrance is going to be in this corner right here. And There will notably be about 3 large enforcerish looking guys at the door.
Okay. I'm definitely going to be taking a look around to see if I see anybody else that's maybe hiding or other pertinence about the location.
You can't see anyone hiding. You will notice that there is some sort of downward sloped ramp in the back way. That way.
Okay.
There is water on this side. Probably a dock down there for people that fish. So there's. That was weird.
Subvocal. See if Tinker can take a look around the other side where that is sloping downward. See if that's where they're stashing their boat with one of her fly spies, maybe. And then I'm going to walk over to the door with the other guys.
Yeah. There's Oh, also very lax but existent old-looking security cameras at the corners of the building. So like. Yeah.
Oh boy. Are they wireless on?
No, it's old.
Oh man, this is too old for me, guys.
It's 2050s old.
Oh. Yeah, Tara's just going to take cover behind oversized motorcycle and just pass out.
Where did you park the motorcycle, by the way?
I would have parked it close enough to where I can get to it, but I mean, obviously not there, so probably outside that gate.
Like there-ish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Around that area. Close to where the dumpster was left with the Doberman.
Oh boy, yeah.
If nothing else, it'll kind of give the Doberman a little bit more to hide behind. I don't think it's close enough that I can still see my bike. And I get the added pleasure of knowing that I at least have somebody has eyes on it, so they don't get yoinked.
Yeah.
Okay. So do we want to say that that our favorite technomancer climbs inside the dumpster with the Doberman? It's safe and cocoon-like.
Yeah. There we go. He discounted a cocoon. It's like I can afford a real one. While I'm jumped into my shitty drone. So again, I can afford a real one.
I mean, if you bring up the fact that you can actually jump in, she might give you marks.
Oh. Well, yeah. This is gonna be a fuzzy topic. Hey, I'm literally a terrorist, and I can jump into your drones. Can I borrow one?
Literally a terrorist? What do you mean?
He likes to pretend that he's a badass, but he's really not.
How do I explain this?
pretty
My
obvious.
brain works different. I'm just
Oh, you're special.
blunt about this. I
Sure,
effectively
you
function like a control rig.
Oh, you have a rig. Okay.
Yeah, just don't look at my head and don't ask questions. Everything's
Right.
great.
So, do you not have any drones nearby? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
He just points
They're
at
not
the-
as pretty as yours. How's that?
He just points at the one horizon cube with the very not very obvious Colt America sticking out of it. Like, this is about the most firepower I can muster right now. I've hit hard times.
All right. So you're asking to borrow some hardware?
Yeah.
All right. The last time we got around some of my hardware with you guys, you put it on its side. So
That's
That
because it shot
wasn't me. I
and I'm
helped you bring it
staying
back
away
up.
from your rig.
all right. And you will get
Yeah.
an invite marks for 3 marks on the Doberman.
Oh boy. I always wanted to be a Doberman.
Arf, arf.
This jumps out. They're actually dogs. I'll jump into that.
I mean, it probably feels nice and warm and cushy, I imagine.
The Terra? Yeah. All right, what is this thing modded with?
Uh, Nothing really exciting. It just has an Ingram smart gun on it.
Good enough.
Yeah,
And
whole
where's
bunch
this
of
pilot? Walker?
it's groundcraft.
Oh, it's wheeled. All right.
Yeah. Uh,
Oh yeah, what's the sensor rating?
3, I think.
All
It
right,
is.
well,
It
effectively
is literally
4.
stock.
Oh, it's stock. All right.
Yeah.
Effectively 4 when we jumped in, and hey,
Um,
Kind of looks like this guy.
like
Actually, I think that's the steel
Yeah.
links.
that is definitely
That's
still
what-
links.
Hold up.
That's what it
What's he
comes
get?
up as.
Steel Lynx. It's a cute little tank.
It has like the 4 legs. It's a lynx. As you guys look around that, Jurgen, you're gonna see the same 3 people, the same cameras, and they are going to look increasingly unnerved as, he was told to show up alone, and you're making it very obvious he isn't alone.
Okay.
I already said I wasn't going to show up alone.
I
These
mean,
clowns. They thought I was joking.
if you would both, Greg, you can still get a couple more, questions out. Same for
Are, are,
Jurgen.
are they armed other than with blades?
The smallest one is gonna be holding a smaller sized gun, probably not a pistol.
Okay.
One of them is going to have like a katana, and the other one like a full size combat knife.
All right.
The one holding
Yeah,
the
no,
katana is holding the katana,
I
but
can't
kind of
really
like lackadaisically. The one with the knife, it's like in a hip.
hip sheath type thing.
Yeah.
I can't really think too much of what else to really look for. So I'm just going to end up strolling up after Bamce, or after Tinker determines what's around the other corner, or if there's anybody on top of the building.
Tinker sees a boat ramp, a nice, shallow, sloping boat ramp. There is, I forgot what they're called. The little jet boats. One of the jet boats. Stingray? I think it's the Stingray. No, the Manta Ray. There's a Manta Ray, kind of parked there-ish. Manta Ray. Like right near the edge of the boat ramp.
All right.
Oh, because this is in my head and not your guys' head, I'm really stupid. The this water line, I have drawn like a beach. It is like a not a jetty. I forget what they're called. Like one of the things where it's concrete and then it drops like 6 foot, and then there's water.
A pool.
There's a name for it in like industrial engineering, but
Luckily, none of us are industrial engineers.
yeah. So it's a pier
Wharf,
or
pier,
something
yeah,
like
that works.
that. It concrete goes out to the edge, then goes straight down. It is industrial looking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So that is why there is a boat ramp, because everything else just kind of ends at the 6 foot above water.
Cool.
That is important to note.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to go up towards the door, towards these two clowns. Oh,
3.
3 clowns. Tinker, did you have anything else inbound?
Nah.
Okay. Making sure.
All my stuff's here. Were they here before us?
Yes, this is their location.
Okay. So they saw a flying drone come in, drop off a little drone, and then fly away.
Well, you probably could have had that stuff
I mean,
drop
they
off
saw
a
a
ways
large
away
drone
and then
come in.
us come in.
It's a high wall. The red wall is like a 8-foot tall wall. So
All right.
they saw a large drone come in, land, heard some stuff, and then a large drone left. I'll give you that.
As Grog goes walking up, I'm going to kind of fall in behind him so they lose line of sight of me. And then I'm going to go invisible.
Nice.
Oh. Okay. Now I have to play the I'm a bad GM. They have to see through the invisibility, then do a perception test.
They have to resist the spell, and then
They have to resist the spell.
it depends upon what he's doing. Like if he's gonna sneaking, then it would be perception versus the sneaking. If he's just like I'm invisible, do 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 do, they would see a guy thinking he's invisible going do 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 do.
Well, no.
Okay.
So basically, as Grog walked up, I would step behind him, and then I was just going to turn invisible and then stop walking and let Grog keep going. And then I will like slowly work my way up there, like, but taking my time, obviously, like, because I know sneaking's not like my super best thing ever, but I can do a little bit of it.
Okay. Cool. Bamce should know this off the top, but what do you resist invisibility with?
Oh,
Damn you not knowing these things off the top of your head.
it's a illusion spell. I think it's willpower plus logic.
Is it will plus logic? I thought it was just will for some
Intuition
reason.
plus logic.
Oh, intuition plus logic.
Yeah.
My bad.
Intuition plus logic. So
He's thinking up dice numbers.
I am
12. Always 12.
always 12.
Always.
That's a lot for intuition and for 2 stats though.
I know, I was just...
Throwing random numbers out.
Yeah. No.
I was like, for a couple of gangers, yeah.
Man, I want those gangers on my shadow running team.
Right? They're better than the Shadow Runners.
Yeah, no. I mean, if you want to sneak, you should roll some sneaking.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's been a 3 success kind of night.
Right?
I mean, sometimes a 5 pops up.
If I'm doing this correctly, one of them's gonna kind of look at you, trying to be sneaky,
Well,
and just kind of follow
did they
you.
beat the invisibility spell?
Does equal count as beat? I felt like equal count as beat.
Well, so
Yes.
he
You get
I got
hits,
three successes.
and then
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
keep not labeling my stuff. He got 3
No.
successes. I got 3 successes, which I think beats it.
It depends upon who you feel is the defender here. As he's the one casting the spell, I feel like the dudes might be the defenders. But that's where the rub will come in because it's a tie, and defenders win ties.
Yeah,
So
I was
is-
gonna put with them as defenders, so they win.
There you go. Sir, I
And
thought he
then-
got a bunch more hits than that because I saw the 6 and it's been a long day.
Yeah,
Oh, nope.
yeah. So the one with the katana is gonna kind of follow your footsteps
Okay.
with his eyes.
Okay.
Not gonna say anything. He's just gonna kind of give you a look.
Okay. I'll just kind of move up. Like I said, I wasn't like trying. Like I'm not like all crouched down or anything like that. Like trying to sneak. Or anything.
You gotta
would just
walk soft.
Yeah, walk slow, casual. If I see him looking at me, then I'll just kind of move over to Grog's. I'll be on Grog's left, back a few meters, and just kind of stop, put my hands in my pockets, and just sit there.
Okay. Wonderful. So, Grab, what do you do?
So I'm going to look at the three of them. I'm going to say, so where's Razor?
You the guy from the
No.
you the guy from the phone?
That would be me. I recognize his voice as this Razor cat.
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
This is why I went from Gruff to not Gruff. He said for you to come alone.
And I said,
That-
no. I'm not stupid. You don't go anywhere alone if you can help it. Please don't tell me you would randomly go alone somewhere. A warehouse district where a bunch of known gangers would be. Are you really that stupid? Would you do that?
I wouldn't, but I wouldn't be the one making deals with people like Razor. You can
That's
go
nice.
in. He stays here.
Really?
My job.
Your job.
Their job, too. He's going to point to his friends.
Guys, how do we want to do this? You coming in with me regardless? Am I making you come in with me regardless?
No, I would come
How
in
are
with
we
you.
playing this?
I'm not going to let you go in alone. There's no way.
Tinker, what do you think?
You might be muted, Bamce.
Oh, no. The
I also
Claritin.
think I was muted.
Yes, you were.
You were definitely muted.
I think it'll be a very short disagreement that we have with them before we come in after you.
So I guess, yeah, I would probably just, stop trying for the invisibility at this point and just kind of step up and be like, listen, we can either all go in together or the three of you can wind up dead or unconscious out here and we go in a few minutes.
What I have to say to Razor involves all of us, my friends, and Razor. Whether you're involved or not, that's another subject. That's going to be up to Razor, not me. Sure as shit, not you, since you're out here on babysitting duty.
The one with the gun, it is an SMG. He is going to raise it. The one with the knife will put his hand on his hip. And the one holding the katana is going to stand up very straight now.
Is he pointing that gun at me?
Oh, yeah.
I said, Junior, if you going to point that gun at me, you better be ready to use it, and I will put you down in a minute.
send out a DNI message. It's like, if I crush them into the wall, right, you're gonna chip in to get my bumper fixed.
Yes, I'll be happy to. This is group effort. Group repairs can be made on my end at least.
I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at this guy and definitely scowl in a couple different directions. You don't want to deal with this.
I don't
I
want to
have-
deal with this.
I
Don't
have
make me
no
deal with
problem.
this.
I have no problem throwing you in that lake right there for that to be your new home.
You can try, buddy. Lots of people tried.
Lots of people ain't me, and they ain't as big as me. I'm coming to talk to Razor.
Don't make.
I'm coming to deal with your ragtag little group of rusty blades. If I gotta blow a door open, which I haven't done in a long time, so I'm kind of itching to, I will make you a pink mist to do so. And I'm gonna roll intimidate.
That is what I was looking for.
You were looking for an intimidate roll? I rolled it for you.
I was looking for it. Yeah.
Oh, at that time, I will pull out my gun. I will cock it, and I will be eyeballing the guy with the submachine gun first. I ain't going to point it at him yet, but I am definitely giving him that look of, you're the first one dead.
Okay. They have a very staunch defiance to the things that you are saying.
Ooh, yeah, they do.
Man,
Is it go time? It's go time.
If it's
Jurgen's
go
making
time.
the call.
all
Okay.
right.
Aiming for the katana.
Let's see if they are surprised.
They probably get +3 for suspecting shenanigans.
Oh,
Yeah, suspecting trouble.
Shit, that hurt.
But, excuse me.
Let's give him that. They are not surprised.
And with that, we should probably take our second